Hey guys, what's up? It's Jules here for WhatCulture.com with another episode of the most insane things happening in wrestling this week. The show that does exactly what it says on the tin in the most annoying way possible. You are welcome. Now, quickly, just a little bit of admin. Boom! First off, I went to WWE Live last night, and aside from having a great time, it was fantastic to meet so many people, just taking photos, saying hi. It was really, really good. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the support that you gave us last night, as well as just in general. Big love. Anyway, enough of that. We've got a lot of content to cover, so let's get on with the show and hit that intro. So we're going to begin by talking about a bit of a damp squib moment and talk about the WWE's cringeworthy performances at this week's NBC's Upfront event. Now, if you don't know what that is, basically it's a really greasy, money-grubbing, horrible thing in which a load of TV executives, producers and all of their investors meet and look at the shows that they're either going to cancel, renew or new shows. And weirdly enough, the shows themselves send actors and writers, sometimes in costume and sometimes pretending to be the characters that they are in order to sell themselves for the sake of cash. It is grimy, but the WWE's version was the worst. It was disgusting. Because basically what they did is they sent Charlotte, Nia Jax, and Rowdy Ronda Rousey in their stead. And the back and forth between the latter two, Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey, was awful. They're basically trying to set up a feud, and they had a little bit of a dueling promo thing, and oh my god, it was the worst. I mean, Ronda Rousey still isn't great on the mic, and Nia Jax still isn't great at anything. So it wasn't exactly a clash of the mental titans. In fact, a lot of people around them, you could see them going like, ooh, it was pretty bad. But the worst thing is that it affects Ronda's momentum that she had going out of WrestleMania. This actually makes her look weaker. And I know what you're gonna say, not a lot of people are watching this event, but still, that is a public eye event. They're trying to sell SmackDown based on that. And it didn't exactly go to plan. Which leads me to my next point about this whole NBC Upfronts thing. So, our big boy Dave Meltzer, he actually posited this thought that Raw has actually been picked up by the USA Network. That's owned by NBC. SmackDown hasn't. That's the reason why the three women were sent in their stead to try and draw a bit of interest. But he also noted that next year when Raw is up for renew, NBC are probably going to put about 3 times the amount of money into it than the original contract is worth. Which, if true, means that we're entering into this weird state where the TV show will be earning more than a pay-per-view. That means that the pay-per-view will effectively be setting up for TV showdowns. That's insane. That's like an inverting of everything that we know throughout ever watching wrestling. Anyway, ton of money being thrown around and absolutely mic talk. What the hell is going on with Bobby Lashley? The guy's come back from a white-hot return and hit traffic straight away. This week in London at the O2, the man received Roman Reigns-level booing, even in his pre-show promos and his in-ring performance. I feel sorry for the guy. Now, admittedly, the UK does get a bit leery with our chants, our pub booing, and all of our amazing banter, because we are the pinnacle of dry, sarcastic comedy, which translates well into cheering, I think. But even they made it abundantly clear that Bobby Lashley was not welcome. And it's highlighting a bit of a funny thing with the WWE because the WWE don't know how to do good baby faces. It's the same with Roman Reigns in his push. People left. And now with Bobby Lashley, no one knows what to do with him. He's got no direction for his character, and worst of all, he interrupted Elias singing, and he didn't even win the match. Bobby, I feel for you, but seriously, something needs to change. The WWE needs to figure out their insane problem of not knowing how to do a good babyface. Have you guys ever heard of a guy called Hannibal, the Death Dealer from Great North Wrestling? Well, there's a chance that you might do after this week's shenanigans because, well, I'll put it into perspective. So he was meant to be going up against legendary actual hardman Haku in a match, but the match didn't go ahead. And it might be something to do with Hannibal's choice of promo style. And by that, I mean that he did a blackface. God knows why he thought this was a good idea. And there are even some people saying that, oh, he did it to try and push people, to aggravate people to go and see the event. Or that Haku will be like, oh, I'm gonna rip your eyes out. Probably with a stronger handshake than I've just done there. But it didn't happen, and now he looks like an absolutely massive tit for just chucking a racially charged moment out there to the internet. He's been eaten alive. I don't feel sorry for him, though, because again, he was doing a blackface. It's 2018, and you've done a blackface. You know what that means. Having an absolute giraffe, mate. There are other ways to get over. Use your words, not your face. Just me, though. All in. 29 minutes and 36 seconds to sell out one of the biggest independent shows going. Fair play, Cody. You are a beautiful man. You have a fantastic dog and a fantastic wife in that order. And seriously, well done. I'm not even being sarcastic. That is genuinely impressive. I mean, I really don't need to explain why this is an insane thing, right? I mean, this is a victory for the talent. This is a massive middle finger to the WWE, who treated him, let's not forget, as the forgotten son, and now he is shining very bright on his own. He's the leader of the Bullet Club now, and he's managed to morph something out of nothing and become a fantastic heel in the process, and thanks to this, a bloody good businessman as well. The name All In applies in every sense of the word, because there ain't gonna be a f***ing empty seat left in the house. Well done, Cody. Yet not everyone is so happy about this, which leads me to my final point. Vince Russo, bro. So Vince Russo, as many of us will know, is quite a interesting character. He loves his honor pole matches, he loves convoluted storylines, and he just loves baiting people to get a rise out of them. Case and point, he was originally meant to be attending StarCast, which is the sort of press event sister to the All In event. That is, until he decided to turn it into some weird worked shoot to try and make it seem like they didn't want him to be there, but he was going anyway because he's Vince Russo and you don't hold him down. He wrote this. This is him on Twitter. The absolute fact that I am ready, willing, and able to appear at All In while others are attempting to do everything in their power to keep me from attending tells you everything you need to know about me and them. Now, not being an absolute slouch on Twitter, Cody Rhodes is phenomenally good at put-downs. He had this to say as a response. We don't reward bad behavior. Stay away from our event. Well, bro. That bro has got a sting, bro. Bro. And there we go, those are the most insane things happening in wrestling this week. Now to close the show out the only way I know how, by reading my favourite comment from last week's episode. And this one comes from James Dubeck, who says, can somebody donate $10 so Jules can get a new Scully? I had a few new hats sent to me, and a dirty one sent to me as well, which is pretty disgusting. If you want to send me more hats, more t-shirts, mate, I'll gladly wear them. If you've got a brand you want to promote, chuck them this way. I'm a shill. My name's Gil. Get me over that hill. What am I doing? Anyway, that's the comment. Hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone for their continued work on this show. Michael Hamflett, Michael Sidgwick is back, so he'll be writing next week's episode with me, which is great, as well as Phil Chambers for his continued work editing this. Love you, buddy. How's it going? You make me look good. Or at least less worse. And a huge, huge thanks to you at home for watching. Without your support, I would just be another mentalist rambling the streets. So thanks for that. As always, I've been Jules, you've been awesome, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.
So, thanks for watching. Please feel free to click on any of these things around my head, or something terrible might happen to the dog. Too sweet me, bro. Traitor. Traitor.